Baby 4-inch. You should feed it more. The proposed now drive 2 years ago, and the wedding car was a bit. So this presentation ceremony will run smoothly as a Swiss clock. Go for it! Yeah, some of them are rather build up to half an hour late, thanks due to the baling machine breaking down. So Elaine Hill, we hope to get here by 1 o'clock. It's around about half an hour back on the programme. So Elaine Hill at 1 o'clock. The tractors will be at 1:30, and commercials and fire engines by 2:15, we think. So we'll adjust as we go along, but certainly Elaine Hill will be starting by 1 o'clock, then tractors at 1:30. down Elaine Hill now, entering the arena with her trailer, within which you'll find ducks, sheep and dogs. Towards the galloping horses, so the geese and the ducklings and the dogs, more towards the galloping horses than the top end of the arena. We do have stage shows for you. We've got the Juliet dancers on the Graham Atkinson stage. Two Melbourne singers, Rob, The Voice, Stevens and Stewart, Mr. Bojangles and Metcalf. They'll be doing 3 or 4 shows during the day. Times they're at the front of the theatre. And alongside that you'll find a Dixon's Brewery display where you'll see the last working Cooper in this country. Kids ask your mum and dad what a Cooper is. This is a reminder to anybody who's camping on site. say that at Masham. Block switchborn Rob Stevens, and he'll be joined on stage. So we're looking for some pearly kings and queens. Now then, girls, don't make your own stories up, please.
Where are you sitting?
Welcome the dancing girls. We'll just have some dancing girls, a chance for a press photograph while we're waiting for our commercials to come in. Hasn't got windows. Just hold on. A man with a top hat with an important message. Vintage, most certainly not. Impressive, most certainly is. It looks like a Volvo from here. Which means that shortly it'll be... horsepower. 3.5 the man in with his Bedford. He knows nothing about it, so he'll read it very carefully, and this is a 1932 30-hundredweight tipper. Bedford, Mr. Robinson of Leyburn, Mr. Robinson heavily involved in the Hunton steam gathering, which is at the 8th and 9th of September, I think. Bedford. Overlooking these Bedfords when they really were. A 1952 Bedford all the every day. Quite right too. At its 18 years, doesn't owe you a penny. An ERM. Oh, and which arm, was it an army truck?
It was an army truck.
Where did it work?
British Army and all over. It's an artillery tractor. Almost.
Carrier. Oh, this has got to be 1930s, hasn't it? 37. The Carrier. In the covers of Richard Preston. Another Albion. They're very popular, these Glasgow ones. 1927, that model. Lovely Albion, lovely shape to these. 1928, payload about 1.5 tons. 30 weights, that's about 1.5 tons. Bedford, 1960. 2-ton payload. 1.5. Ish. Just one of them. Bedford going through from Amble by Jones. You'll be glad, isn't it? Goodness knows how you're going to talk to it. Right, and there we go. Still working? No.
It's done 9,000 miles in 61 years, so it hasn't been overused, has it? 16, it could be 15. 19 to 15 Thornic Hospitals in Basingstoke. And this vehicle is going to go on a mission to take some newly made bells to the chapel at Eton. At 85, 3 gears. Yes, sir. 2. Oh, right. Have you got a rev counter? No, just as well. No, just as well. 2 gears. Followed on. Well, this looks foreign to me. Looks like a halfling. Where is it going? 4-wheel drive. Oh, that's history again. Halfling. Comfortable as well. Good in the wet. Darling, this one's for sale. Our Atkinson with a Gardner engine.
He's got on one of these.
ERF with the phone.
Hi, girl.
Any mirror. Size a comma. This is fairly rare. Looks like it shouted at me from there. Veteran van going through in superb condition. That doesn't work, does it? No. New service van next year. And what mate? So it's a 1944 Bedford, based in Morecambe, a lovely minivan in superb condition. Excellent. Burex, this is a work fire engine, it didn't go very far, and it was a metal factory. Range Oxford from 1959. Next one from the Hampshire, the early smoke burning one. The Fording Bridge from Hampshire and Dennis. We're going to have a presentation ceremony. This is the A35 and so we've got them lined up. We do have to try this. It's Ben Potter, Ben Potter, and it's Ben for the 10-15 minutes then before you're going to do it. Well, private, cook, frozen, steel, whatever. So this is the Ryan Winterburn and Peter Sykes truck. He's walking this way. Now commander will do the tower good. Well done, young man. How many of these 5 engines are left? How many are left? Leading the arena. Another reminder for a child, which we've only got 1 shoe. 2, 3, 4, something like that. So if you look at your child and it's only got 1 shoe on, you put that in here, and your child can
I never knew those little remember Electrocutas.
Just put it down there and touch the ice on me. The pair of dogs in the front are behaving themselves very well in the sunshine now, and in the back of the vehicle, the eagles and vultures are going to shortly fly for you. I've just got to get this mic so it's bang on. They've got to be quite mobile. If I turn around down this way, I'm getting quite a lot of feedback. So it's got a fiddle. We fly an eagle and vulture, no matter where we are in the UK, big or small event. I like to run through a bit of health and safety. Nothing too serious, just a little bit of a guideline for you guys, so you know what to expect. And maybe what to do if things don't go according to plan. If you're eating today, we festival with your food. We understand through the big part of any event, so just don't wait to be 30 in the air while the hot people keep you overhead. And the last one. This one's quieter than usual, so bear with me, it'll make a bit of sense. Coming in with a lovely big round of applause, what a cracking start, well done. Tanzanian white-headed vulture, red list endangered species. In a nutshell, that means in a few short years, unless something happens quick, we are going to lose this bird in the wilds of Africa. And I'll tell you in a moment's time what's been done to try and get him on track. But first of all, let's get a bit of flying out of him. Somewhat tricky to explain to an audience I'm sure you'll appreciate. I was good on the subject to talk about the wonderful work locally projects and conservation groups worldwide do for species such as this. But now and again, what I do with the birds to make sure are kind of static and a bit close, I'll explain why. But one or two of them do good up for a good old charger back. With a a bit of breeze on a warm afternoon, we're not going to keep them close. I want you to see them have a good old play around, enjoy that bit of open air, and get themselves back to me without too many problems. Don't mess with me, I'll eat your grandma's dog. Look at the size of him, head back and chest out. Beautiful, use charge of me. Beautiful bright pinks and orange on the face. Although he's a seagull we're going to have a look at next of all today. This female bird weighs 14 pounds with a wingspan just over 8 feet. Originally captive bred in Kazakhstan Zoo and brought into the UK many times and enclosed in the bill and all that costs money. We've got to have some sort of a deal. The deal is what? We've got to have you don't want to do. We've got to go out there, there is. I'm going to be a back husband, lazy or aggressive. I'm going to go back in that van. Look at the size of the thing. The whopper is here. We'll get her up and get her moving pretty quickly. We'll sort of see what mood she's in today. Initially she'll hang around kind of close by, but we'll try and push her further afield in a moment. First for a bit of a warm-up. Quick black. After we get the big, beautiful flight we're holding back for. The fingers probably see that in a moment. Originally brought into the UK in Kazakhstan Zoo, she was set to join the bird display team at one in Castle. The return down the land that's known all my career now, and the best people trade in the UK has got by far. But you wouldn't settle down. Many people reenactment, several days, and nights of horseback every single day. But a bit of a bird, 3 days later, she attached herself to my head. This is the real thing, don't you have to return that? But wherever you're really stuck with each other, we've got to get on with it. I think for this type of a job though, you need a bird like that. You need one with a good about it. You can't have ones that are easily offensive and silly. You need the ones that get on with the job. And hopefully charge about overseeing it. I kept that out of the way, my brief education, it was brief with me. I just about got through each day. You'll see that when I fly here, I keep well out of the way. I work into a perch, I don't get in a face, I'm not into all that carrying them about them. Right? And they're jumping into this box now, it's one careful manoeuvre like that with it. Give it a wonderful clap, well done today. Side door of the van, the usual beautiful little. She'll live to be about 40 or 50 years old, so plenty more life in it this year. And whilst I don't know if you're down, two directions have to win today, and ignoring you guys down there, but that makes sure you get to see the whole thing, don't waste too much. But send it off to the cruise about. Well, with others. The zoo tried many things for weeks that turned into months, but in the end nothing worked. A decision was made. They would rehome the trouble causing Selma, and she was just something that was made. On arrival with me, we took her out the box, and discovered there was a slight problem. The 2 toes are her right foot, but right foot has got bruises on those toes, but instead they found frostbite. Now frostbite is serious for anything but a creature on it. Hours and hours into her, they're getting good at this job that we do. They're confident so we can take her out. We're just not in this area. I don't think there's a good stuff in your life. Right and ready. Give it your best shot. A little bit lighter than the birds that we float in the arena as the one that we are working in for the National Rally High Jump Final. You might have just seen down to that, haven't you? You up here, nice and Christian lady, please, got a lot to get on today. Look at her. I'll bring you this side, please. Next time we have you up there. I'm going to give you a little exception, are you ready for this? 3 seconds to get moving when I say. Alright? Go. 3, 2, 1. Go! Sorry, I'm going to party now. I want to have to work with him. I can't put the thing for him, it'll be on fire now. Watch this. So watch what happens. I'm going to bring him out, show him the world, he's going to go, get lost. This is a proper scary thing. When you bring any new bird into an arena for the very first time, they hate it. It took months to get back on track. Taking them on. The next stop is we're going to reduce elephants, the rhino form, and the tremendous dance. Is that a vulture? I can guess, madam, it is. Oh, it's ugly, isn't it? I thought hot kettle. Only joking if you're here, but actually no, I am. Actually no, I'm not. It's a wonderful thing, it does a brilliant job. So the people there are lucky, but they're fantastic. Little Enzo here now, he's just a bit fresh with it all, and a bit nervous. I got to the middle then, and he went, that's too far for me, I can see too much. But also the third attack, because I want to do the show, it's just for a stop. It's for a stop. You can't just stack in every time through, and then this platform, in the picture, on the 7, You leave that box like a fiddle. You know, my entire mortgage deposit, mortgage, and I've already been to go with it. Brought him into Estonia, and 16 weeks later, I was still battling with the thing. I just could not get him on track.
Wonderful day here, Masham. Absolutely beautiful. After yesterday was a bit iffy, but today's been wonderful. You've all been great. See you all later. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Dixon, there you go.